Jason. Jason.
What's up, fellow junkies? And I want to wish you guys a happy franchise Friday the 13th. Now, if I didn't just give this all away, like I'm saying, happy Friday the 13th, you guys. I don't know if you guys feel it this way as being into the horror genre, but to me, this is a holiday. There's t-shirts for it. There's everything for it. So, damn it, it's a holiday. And I don't know if I've made it pretty clear that this is my franchise of choice. I love Friday the 13th. Above all the other ones. So, Jason's my boy. So, you guys, if you haven't checked out any of my Franchise Fridays, this is, I think, my fourth one. I've done Psycho, I've done Halloween, and I've done Nightmare on Elm Street. So, if you guys not sure what you're getting yourselves into, you can go ahead and check those ones out first, and you can come right back to this one. It's not going anywhere. Now, I'm going to forewarn you, this is probably going to be longer than any other one, being that it is my favorite franchise, and I got my people here, you know? There's nothing bad about having family around. Alright, you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and try and get into this. There's a lot to go over. But since I got Mom and little Jason here, mine will start off right at the beginning. And I got two versions of all the movies, so I was unsure of which one to post up, so I'll do both. So, you guys, this is where it all began. Friday 13th, 1980, I believe this one came out. And, well, This is the one that started it all. Camp Blood, Camp Crystal Lake, whatever you want to call it. This is where it all started. I'm pretty sure I might say that throughout this entire video if you guys allow it. So, but I mean, I don't really like to get too much into the plots because, I mean, I could talk all day, but this is where you meet Mrs. Voorhees. This is where you kind of get the introduction to Jason. And, you know, there's obviously going to be a slasher going on right through the whole thing. So, nothing wrong with this. Great kills, great practical effects by the wonderful Tom Savini. Love the guy to death. Yeah, you guys, chill, okay? I'm getting to your guys' part. But as you guys know, Jason was not the killer in this movie. Some of the newbies out there still think Jason was the killer in the first one. But we all know it was Mrs. Voorhees, it was Mom, whatever we call her, played by the late, great, let's see if I can remember her name. Betsy Palmer. I really thought I was gonna forget that, but I'm glad I didn't. So, Mom, rest in peace. I mean, sucks that we lost her, but she's forever solidified in this movie, whether she likes it or not. But not to get too much into these movies, you guys, because I could. This movie will be all day long if I do that. But Friday 13th, great start to an amazing franchise. Let's hope I didn't blow that one, eh? Okay, you guys. So to keep this rockin' and rollin', right into part 2. Yet again, two covers, very similar. One's lenticular, one is not. But I kept Jason here because, this is what we're all here for. So, part 2. This is when we meet Jason as the killer for the first time. I'm wearing his mask of choice. This mask is the only one that I've handmade myself, so if this is just a complete eyesore to you guys, it's the only one I made. All the rest of them are going to be better, I promise. And I know being behind this mask I'm supposed to be mute, but what kind of Franchise Fridays would it be if I don't talk? Well, some of you guys might like that better, I'm not sure. Don't leave that in the comments, I don't want to hear it. Alright guys, so, basically, right where we left off, I know I don't really talk much about the characters in it, but we had the survivor from the first one. I can't believe I'm forgetting her name, and it's all because I'm on camera. This is not my fault, this is your fault, but that's okay. So, we see her again at the beginning, we see someone take her out, later on we find it's Jason, wearing a potato sack, and he is pissed. Mom is decapitated, and he's just a rage monster going out and killing all these kids. Now, this one, I think is such a classic film. This is such a perfect slasher movie, in my personal opinion. It's high up on my numbers as far as this franchise goes. If you guys haven't seen my From Best to Worst, Friday 13th, check that out too. I got tons of great stuff on here for you guys for this holiday. So, Jason going through this camp, slaughtering everyone that gets in his way. But of course, there's always going to be the survivor. This one's Amy Steele, the actress. She's a kick-ass survivor. Probably one of the most important things about this movie is just the introduction to Jason. But great nevertheless. I'm dying. I don't know how Jason did it. Hold on, I gotta get my hat on. It's like my makeup, okay, girls? Whatever. Alright, guys, but part 2, that's kind of it in a nutshell. I mean, I wish I could get into the body count, all that stuff. You know what? Maybe I could. Let's see here. I got this little thing with me. This thing might help me. Okay, so to catch you guys up, part 1 had a body count of 10. So, there's that for the first one. The second one, also a body count of 10. So, here's something that will help me out, because, off the top of my head, I'm not going to remember everything. I'm not perfect. And if I was, I'd probably be Jason. Because he's probably got this all locked away and stuff. Yeah. Whoa, sorry there, you guys. Friday 13th Part 3 in 3D. I thought I was in 3D. Maybe if you guys wear 3D glasses, I might pop out at your screen. Probably not. But, wishful thinking. But we're on to Friday 13th Part 3. Yes, in 3D. This one was not in 3D. Ooh, lenticular. Ooh, not. But they're both important to me. But you guys, to get into this one, Friday 13th Part 3 in 3D. Main chick Chris in this movie, going to Higgins Haven, staying at her family's, I want to say, farmhouse on the lake, which is interesting, but the setting is so amazing. I love that setting in that movie. This movie had a 12-person body count, so Jason was definitely busy, his second run out. But the most important part of this movie, you guys need to understand, it was the first sighting of the infamous hockey mask, and Jason's been sporting it ever since, because why change? Perfection. So, Shelley, he's a very important character to us horror fans, because without him, we might not have the hockey mask in this movie, because he's the one who he killed to get it. And, I mean, some other things in this movie is just like, the 3D aspect is very ridiculous. When you watch this one not in 3D, you definitely can tell it was made for 3D movie, because, like, everything is pointing at you in the face! So, yeah. Sorry, when I was a little kid, I honestly didn't notice. And then someone mentioned, they're like, dude, you can totally tell that movie was made for 3D because everything's pointing. I'm just like, yeah, totally. I totally knew that. But I guess I've been slipping on the things I want to talk about. Jason in Part 2 was played by Warren Gillette, or if you guys are up on your little Jason, your information on it. I think it's who was the other guy who played him? It's gonna drive me absolutely crazy. And Steve Dash, there you go. He's the other guy who basically played Jason in part 2. I'm back in part 2. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on things I want to talk about, and I keep forgetting. But for this one, the late great Richard Brooker, awesome Jason, the first one out in the hockey mask, and he just killed it. Man, these franchise Fridays. I mean, I have so much I want to talk about with you guys, but I'm trying not to make this like a 30-minute video. It probably will end up that way anyway, but I'm trying, you guys. You see this, right? All right, guys. I think that's it for me on part 3. Oh. Ow! Did they ding my mask? Yeah, they did. Alright, guys. Welcome. This is where it all ends. Friday 13th, Part 4. The final chapter. Technical difficulties. That's okay. I'm gonna keep on trucking. But like I said, oh geez, this is where it all goes downhill. I knew I shouldn't have done this right after work. Oh well. Friday 13th, Part 4, the final chapter. Because, you know, there's nothing else after this one. Because we all know that. Alright, guys, so for this one, what do I need to say about this one? This is the biggest fan favorite one out there, besides, I would say, Part 3, maybe. Those ones were probably pretty neck and neck with this one. This one's got Corey Feldman in it as a little kid. We can't go wrong with that. Jason was played by Ted White. Another great Jason. Just a grumpy old bastard, and I love it. Every time I watch little interviews with him and he talks about how he wanted to kill Corey Feldman, it's like, you probably should have. Just kidding. I like Corey Feldman. But for the body count on Part 4, there's 14 kills in this one. And to kind of go a little bit in this one, Jason, at the end of Part 3, he's got an axe in his head, laying in the barn, and he's done, right? Like I was in my chair. This is the debut of my new recliner, by the way. I'm just glad it's not trying to take the spotlight. Dick. Alright. But, like I said, I mean, it kind of picks up from there. He comes to at the morgue and just starts his bloody rampage from there. Kind of finds his way to a camping area where these kids are renting a cabin right next to where Tommy Jarvis lives. So that's a very important name for the next, like, 3 movies. Sorry. Tommy Jarvis, played by Corey Feldman in this one. But he goes on his bloody rampage, and Corey Feldman is the hero. Fuck. That's all yeah. That's probably the worst. That's one thing I feel so bad about Ted White. Ted White wanted to kill Corey Feldman, but Corey Feldman kind of killed him. There's no justice in this world. I'm just gonna sit here and be sad. Okay, guys, I have a problem here. We're going on to Part 5, but I have 2. I don't know which one to wear. Well, this one's really clean, this one's really dirty. I'll wear this one at the beginning, this one at the end. Okay, that makes sense. Here we go. Thank you guys for helping me through my quandary, my quarrel, my whatever you want to call it. The blue. Alright, guys, so welcome. Friday the 13th, Part 5. And that's probably muffled talking. And Jason doesn't talk, so I shouldn't be speaking behind the masks. But like I said, I wish I had thought bubbles so I could make this work, or subtitles or something. I don't know. On to the show, right? Friday the 13th. I hope you guys like this movie, Friday the 13th. Alright, Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. It's a shirt I'm actually wearing. I like this movie. This movie is very underrated, in my personal opinion. But, I mean, I'm not here to... I'm not trying to make this the fan favorite here, because that's not my job. Alright, you guys, so this movie, you get to see Tommy Jarvis again. He's got to return. Corey Feldman plays him at the beginning in like a dream sequence, but he wakes up and he's not Corey Feldman anymore. He's all grown up and he's some other actor. Excuse me, guys. But kind of going to this one, basically, kid gets killed at a halfway house, I guess it's called. And the paramedics come pick him up, and after that, you kind of just start noticing that Jason or somebody is picking people off. Later on in the movie, you find out it's Jason. Or is it? Yeah. Right. So Say goodbye to the nice, clean beginning of the movie mask. And now it's all dirty because it's at the end of the movie. Like, it's like, yeah, makes sense to me. Whatever. Talking behind the mask again. Damn it. Alright. So, you kind of start noticing that the mask is different. But, in this movie, this is a spoiler alert. Alert, alert. I wish I had a red light. Alert. So, if you guys don't know what this movie's about, turn it off now. Jason isn't Jason in this movie. It is a paramedic of the guy who came and picked up the corpse of the dead kid at the beginning. That ends up being his son. So the dad goes nuts, picks up the Jason thing, and he is off and killing. And he kills a lot. We got a 21 body count in this movie. That's a lot. That's a great body count for a slasher movie. I will say that. But, I mean, very underrated movie in my personal opinion. I like it a little more every time I watch it. Yeah, I understand it's not Jason. I'm not trying to make it Jason. But you know what? I think this deserves a little more respect than it's given. But I'm not running for Friday 13th America or anything like that. But that's basically it for part 5. I mean, not much else to say. I mean, it's not Jason. It's not Jason. It ain't Friday the 13th with that Jason there, you know, right there. Sorry if I'm offending anybody, but I'm not really that funny and I'm trying. You guys didn't see that, right? Yep, getting sued for that one. Sorry, Alice Cooper. Alright, you guys. Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. Now, this is my personal favorite Friday the 13th movie. It's so rock and roll. Alice Cooper, he's back, the man behind the mask. Great song that was put into this movie, and God, I loved it. It's a little disco, but whatever, I enjoy it. Here we go. Number 3 with Tommy Jarvis. Picks up. He's driving out to a cemetery. He's trying to rid his problems with Jason. He thinks he's going to see the body, destroy it, and everything's going to be all hunky-dory. Doesn't he wish? But that's not the case. And my phone's going off. Sorry about that, you guys. How unprofessional. Alright, you guys, so he digs up Jason, tries to destroy him. Jason gets fucking brought back to life like fucking Frankenstein. Gotta love it. But, I mean, this movie, it's one of my favorite ones because it actually takes place at a camp with kids in it. So, I mean, it's like, they're always at a summer camp with no kids. It's just like, oh, we're about to open, or we're closing down, whatever. But this time it's like right in the middle of everything, and where all the shit could go bad, and yeah. But, I mean, this is one of my favorite movies. The storyline with it, the kills, the kids that are in it. I just love everything. The Jason in it. This one's played by C.J. Graham. I think he was a very good Jason. People say he was very robotic, but I mean, you know, I think there's always going to be someone out there that can play Jason better. I mean, I think Kane Hodder's personally my favorite, but I definitely respect C.J. Graham a lot. I mean, it's like, you look at Jason, it's like, you kind of want to play him almost Frankensteinish. It almost makes sense, but people take him down for that, whatever, but I enjoy it. This movie's got 18 kills in it, so that's pretty damn good. Some of my favorite kills, man. You get a knife jammed in your temple, and you're just done. I love his little, I love how he gets his machete in this movie, rips the guy's arm off, and the arm's still on the machete. He bends the cop backwards, and just seeing the snap, crackle, pop of it, it's just so surreal. But Tommy Jarvis, this is his last movie. I wish we all could say, yay, he died, but he didn't. He's outsmarted Jason in 3 movies. That is just so wrong to me, little guy. I'm on your side on this one. But, you know, I love Part 6 nevertheless. And it's definitely one of the more high-octane Friday the 13th in my opinion. But, I mean, it's got rock and roll. It's got sex, drugs, rock and roll. I mean, let's live with that. I can definitely handle a lot more of that. A lot. They broke into my face. They broke my face. I was hoping that would come out a little better, but whatever. Alright, you guys. Finally, Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. This is the first movie with the greatest Jason ever, Kane Hodder. This is the first one he plays in. Now, I can't tell if this movie is overrated or if it's not praised enough. This is definitely one of the more weird movies. I mean, the main chick, she's got telekinesis, and that's how she fights Jason. I mean, if that's not weird, I don't know what is. But, I mean, Friday the 13th, Part 7, definitely, as far as on the weird scale, it's up there. But, I mean, it's on the good scale, it's right up there, too. Excuse me, guys. But, I mean, like, they're, like, on a lake, wow, they're on a lake. Good one, Kyle. They're on a house right on the lake, so, I mean, it's always good. You find out that the girl pretty much killed her father when she was a little girl, and that's why she's got issues up the wazoo. And you basically find out the doctor is basically trying to make her go crazy, but the problem is he makes her go crazy that she brings Jason back from the bottom of the lake where he was laying since the end of Part 6. And just before he broke his mask on the motorboat propeller. I noticed. Yep. Alright, guys, but like I said, Kane Hodder's debut is Jason. The girl's got telekinesis, but I mean, Jason looks so good in this fucking movie. He's got every owie, every gash, every anything that Jason's ever got is on there, so you can see his damn spine, which is just great. I mean, like, you get to see Jason unmasked for a lot longer than you normally do in this movie, because, like, his mask gets broken off due to telekinesis. Go figure. But, I mean, overall, definitely one of the more higher regarded Friday the 13th movies, I think, after 3 and 4. But, I mean, it's definitely on the weird side, but definitely one always worth a watch. I always watch at least 1 through 8 every Friday the 13th, which I'll be doing later tonight after I sleep a little bit. God. Oh, my God. I hope I can get through this before I crack. Sorry, guys. All right. Part 7. Oh, first of all, Friday the 13th, Part 7. The New Blood has 16 kills in it. That's kind of nice. I think that's a very good, acceptable number for these Jason movies. They should just keep going up and up and up. But, I mean, after Part 5, what was it, 21? Jesus Christ, that's a lot. But we're going to keep on moving. We got a trip ahead of us. Friday the 13th, Part 7. Yeah, I don't have a song for this one. Sorry. Wow. Vacation time, if I guess I do say so myself. Welcoming you guys to Friday the 13th, Part 8. Jason Takes a Boat. Fine, Jason Takes Manhattan. Here we go. Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Man, now I gotta say that this one is very highly underrated. This movie, I love it more and more every time I watch it, but I understand why people dislike it. I'm not about to sit here and give you reasons on. That is not cool, cell phone. It is just after me today, man. And let's just try and make sure that this doesn't happen again. What do you guys think, huh? No respect for YouTube, this thing is. How unprofessional. That's okay. There we go. It's on silent now. It can't bug me. Alright, you guys, but like I said, I feel like this movie should get more recognition than it does. But, I mean, it's never going to be anything I'm going to make happen, so. Alright, but getting into this, basically, it is the title. Jason's going to New York. That is awesome. But what they don't tell you is he's spending most of the movie on the fucking boat. But, I mean, the more I watch it, the more, like, the kills are more exciting. And the more I just get to enjoy it. Just because, like, you know, after watching it the first time, it was very irritating. But now I get to enjoy it. So, you're following this senior class going to New York for their class trip or whatever, which would have been fucking bomb. Where was that when I was in high school? But whatever. I guess if I didn't go on a boat and get murdered, I should be happy about it, right? Nope, I'm pissed. But he's kind of slaughtering people all the way through the boat. He eventually makes the boat sink, and these guys are rowing to fucking New York. And Jason swims. Jason's swimming there. Yeah, he's not afraid of water, Freddy versus Jason. Oh, that's coming up, but whatever. But he swims himself to New York, and then he finishes the job there. Of course, there's always a survivor. and Jason gets taken out by toxic sludge. Sad story, but hopefully he floats back happily to Crystal Lake. That makes sense to me. But for this one, 21 body count again, you guys. Sometimes I think I need to count these things up sometimes because that surprises me a little bit, but I'm not about to call him a liar. Friday 13th Part 8, Jason takes Manhattan, but the coolest thing ever is this when Jason's walking through the city after his people, that all these little punks are just sitting there listening to their ghetto blaster, and Jason walks by and just punts the thing across the frickin' street, and they're just like, hey, oh boy, hey, what up? Just flipping out their switchblades and whatever, and Jason just picks up his mask, and there's like, hey, everything's cool, man, gotta go. That's the power of Jason right there. He mind controls you mother effers in there. Alright guys, but Friday 13th Part 8, if you don't love it, I'm sorry, but this is one I'm pretty crazy about. I make sure to watch it every Friday the 13th. It's killer. Kill or be killed. And salt water is not good for your masks because they turn them yellow. Because he had to swim there in the ocean. If you didn't get that, I'm sorry. Alright guys, that's it. That's the Friday the 13th franchise. But it's not the last time we see Jason. You know what? Screw it. Let's go to hell. Well, that didn't quite work now, did it? Alright. Jason Goes to Hell. Now, if you guys have watched my From Best to Worst, you know pretty much how I feel about this movie. If you guys haven't checked that out, definitely go check it out. This is my least favorite Friday the 13th movie, Jason movie, whatever. It's watchable. I don't really enjoy it. Jason's hardly in it. He's more like this little worm thing. He goes and possesses bodies, and then he's Jason. Like that person, Jason, he'll be a cop. He'll be a frickin' dude who ate his heart at the beginning. And then the only way he can be reborn is by getting into a Voorhees, another Voorhees, and he's a little worm guy, just sucks himself right up into the girl's vagina, and then he's reborn. Basically, the big important thing about this movie is at the end, you kind of see Jason's mask in the dirt, and then Freddy's glove spazzes out and grabs the mask and pulls it into the ground, signifying he went to hell, and saying, let's make Freddy versus Jason. That's kind of really all I have about this movie. Maybe if I just stand here longer, something will come to me. Nope! Let's go to hell. This is not a good look for me. Don't worry. I bought a different one. I just feel like it fits better. Huh. Yeah, whatever. Look at that. Yeah. Alright. Enough with my showboating here, you guys. Alright, you guys. I know some of you guys have been dreading this, but Jason X. So many people hate this movie, and I am such a fan of this movie. It's ridiculous. I love it. It's cheesy. It's ridiculous. It's Friday the 13th as Jason. It's exactly what I wanted. Yes, Jason goes to space. But I feel like as far as sending a slasher like that into space, they did it as right as they possibly could. And I'm sorry. Uber Jason kicks ass. I love Uber Jason. I will be buying a mask of that as soon as I pay off my PayPal credit. That is not a good thing for me to have, but that's okay. That's how I'm going to get my Jason X hockey mask, because that's all I need. So I got the Hawk mask, 2 of them, but that one doesn't fit me so well, but I still love it, no matter what. Jason X, I don't really need to go into it. You guys don't really care. But Jason goes to space, wreaks havoc, becomes epic, and then he gets taken back down to Earth 2. So basically, I feel like Jason fell through the atmosphere. All the metal was ripped off him. He was healing in the water in the lake on Earth 2. Let's just pick up from there. Like, all the metal's gone. He can be regenerating, be a human again, just straight human. Get him a hockey mask, and let's just continue this the way it should be. You don't need to forget about this. This can be the next, like, stepping off. We can almost forget about this if you want to, but I won't. Jason X. Thank you. This is how you need to look in space before you go Uber, okay? Yeah. I'm super close to the camera right now, but that's just so you can see all the scratches Freddy did to my goddamn mask. That Christmas sweater wearing bitch. Okay, I'm just showing off my mask again. Sorry, guys. Freddy vs. Jason. You love it or you hate it. There's no gray area with this movie. Me, personally, I love it. I feel like they took the best parts of both characters and put them together and made them fight each other. The only thing I hate about this movie is I wish Kane Hodder was Jason. But I mean, I'm not really getting the story on this. This video is only God knows how long at this point. I apologize for that now. I probably should apologize for that after every section, but that's okay. But I mean, what more do I need to say? Take Freddy, take Jason, make them fight. Jason won. I said it. Yep. Jason won. Everyone says Freddy was still it's been decapitated won somehow. I don't get it. If you guys understand that, leave it in the comment in the description, and I would love to know what that's all about. Touche. That's all I have to say about that, salesman. But look what Freddy did to my mask. Let's get this whole thing in there. Yeah, get the forehead. Hey, little me. A new look for a new generation. Not bad. Alright guys, so let's get into this. Friday the 13th, the remake. Now, you know, I'm really starting to get a rap on YouTube saying that I hate this movie. But, you know, it does grow on me the more I watch it. I did have a very hard time getting into this movie, you guys. And, you know, it's still not perfect. It's still not what I wanted it to be. But, you know, for what it is, I appreciate it. I like it. Basically, they kind of explained this movie. They took the first 4 movies and kind of smushed them together. I feel like that was a little unnecessary because, I mean, I want more of these things. Don't smush them all together. Don't do that. Let's just do something different. Excuse me. But, I mean, Derek Mears, I've given you so much shit for being a very skinny Jason, but you know what? You did a great job. You look good, and you were a good Jason. I feel like, you know, all around, this is one of the better remakes. So I'm finally coming to it. You know, you guys, I like this movie more than I've given out in my past videos. If you guys have watched, say my hockey mask video, my from best to worst video, and I know there's one more. Maybe no, probably not the marathon video because we didn't watch this one, but. You know, I like it more than I've given it credit for. I try to give on this tough exterior of hating remakes, but you know, there's a couple out there that do it somewhat justice. This isn't perfect, not perfect one little bit, but you know what? How many Friday the 13ths are? That's what I'm going to say about that. Definitely worth checking out, you guys. Yes, it's time for that again. The new generation. It's here. Whew! I don't know about you guys. But that was a lot. I'm hoping some of you guys will watch this and find it entertaining. I'm not as funny as I wish I was, but I got one more thing for you guys. If you guys don't want to take my word for it, if you guys want a little more for your money, even though you don't pay for this, whatever, but pick up these. His name was Jason. This is an amazing Friday the 13th documentary. I am a huge documentary guy, and this is one of the best documentaries out there about just Friday the 13th. Anything, everything, Jason, Friday the 13th, all in this Great documentary. And that's not all. There's another one called Crystal Lake Memories, The Complete History of Friday the 13th. Now, this is another wonderful documentary about nothing but Jason, Friday the 13th, the whole franchise, everything. The only thing I gotta warn you about this one is it has some footage from His Name Was Jason, if I didn't mention the title. His Name Was Jason. Great one. I mean, this one obviously came out first and then this one, so this one does have some copy footage, but it definitely has some more stuff. Extra stuff. This one's actually hosted by Corey Feldman. This one by Tom Savini. I'm more of a Tom Savini fan, but I mean, both these I couldn't live without, so highly recommended if you guys want to sit and just watch a documentary about this stuff instead of listen to me. Hopefully you guys want to watch me. I do this work for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. I have fun doing it in the process. But you guys, I'm spent. Stick a fork in me. Fuck it, it's Friday the 13th. Stick a machete in me. I'm done. Hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other stuff, you guys. There's tons of stuff if you're a Friday the 13th fan, Nightmare on Elm Street fan. I got tons of stuff. Look in my random fun set playlist, you guys. There's a bunch of random stuff in there that's fun, entertaining stuff to watch. You guys want to see a skit? Check out my The Gore Details Halloween special. I'm gonna try and put a skit in between this thing. I probably shouldn't have told you that, but whatever. I want to do more skits, but we got to think of some ideas. We got a couple on the back burner, but we're gonna do what we can. You guys are awesome. Horror Junkies 509, Kyle. I'm going to bed. I've worked 12 hours when I came here and did this. I'm tired, but for you guys, happy Friday 13th. I hope you guys have a good one. Follow the rules. No drinking, no drugs, no premarital sex, and stay out of the fucking lake.